It still feels awkward for me to bring it up, if I'm honest.
Oh, this must not be about Allie.
Take a deep breath, because this is where it gets interesting. I never thought it would get to this point, but here we are. After going on dates and spending way too much time with this person, more so than I ever thought I would have, I think I really, really have to do this. What's up, guys? My name is Austin, and welcome back to this fun, really interesting story, at least to me. As you probably saw in the title of the video, this is when it got to the point where I felt like it was time. Time for what? Time to ask Allie to be my girlfriend. I had been thinking and contemplating about it so much, and I couldn't hold it in any longer. I'm serious, I literally couldn't. You know that point where it feels like all the emotion is literally just wrapped up in your chest, and it's just, it almost feels like butterflies, but in your heart? That is what I felt. And so I had to do it, but there was one obstacle in my way. The dates with her were amazing. I have never been with somebody that going out to McDonald's was just as great as going into a fancy restaurant. I've never been with somebody that was like that, where I enjoyed talking with her just as much as I enjoyed saying nothing together, where we listened to music and both of us fell into this deep state of thinking, and we didn't have to communicate, but we were so content just being there next to each other. I've never felt that before until now. After I asked Allie on a date, which you saw in the previous video, I could not stop thinking about it. It was just wrecking my mind. That was the only thing that I can think about. I didn't know how long I needed to wait to ask her. I didn't know what the time frame was. Am I allowed to ask before a day or 2 days? Or I wanted to immediately ask her at the end of the first date, will you go out on another one with me? But I didn't know what I was supposed to do. And so a whole week went by. And I remember going up to our room to say goodnight one time. And when I did, I said, I don't know how long I'm supposed to wait, but all I know is I really liked that first date we went on. So again, Allison Marie Shinaki, will you go out on a second date with me? And boy, would you know, she said yes. She goes, yes. That's the literal, she's so awkward. So she does that every single time. And we got that second date and it was amazing. But now we're at a different place. I think it's time that we took things further. Asking her dad, Lance, for his permission to ask her to be my girlfriend. You better hold on because this is a fun one. But before we get fully into the video, I really don't want you to miss anything because this is a story of a lifetime, at least for me. And so click whatever buttons you need to on the video to make sure you do not miss the next few videos. Whether it's writing in your notes, screenshotting, subscribing, liking, sending the link to your mom, and then looking back at the messages later, I don't care. Just make sure you don't miss the next ones because it's gonna be so good. All right, let's get going. We got some errands to run. Y'all, I actually gotta pause everything. I am starving as crap. HelloFresh just came out with a new meal and I have to test it out. It's the beef fajitas supreme. They look absolutely amazing. Also, if you're anything like me, I stress out all the time about cooking because like I literally can't think of what to buy, can't think of the recipes. It's just super hard for me. It really puts my mind at ease when I can just look at a recipe, have all of the ingredients, and come out with something this good. Only 5-minute prep, 30-minute cook time. Done. No idea right now. Woo. Yo, honestly, with how much we have going on and fall, like literally right around the corner, we cannot spend too much time at the grocery store. And this is where HelloFresh has got you. They have so many different recipes lined up for that fall season. It is actually mind-blowing. I'm not even joking. So when life gets busy, don't call delivery. You still want that fresh goodness. So get HelloFresh. It's literally 25% cheaper than takeout and less expensive than actual grocery shopping. Just choose the recipes and receive fresh, pre-portioned ingredients so you can get cooking real quick. Here comes the taste test. Guys, HelloFresh doesn't miss. I'm not even joking. They just don't miss. I've never been more content than I have been right now. Oh my gosh. One of the biggest pluses of HelloFresh as well is they are farm to table in less than a week. It is literally the freshest you can find. They aren't joking about that. If you guys need any kind of meal prep, HelloFresh is the way to go. And also we got a discount as well. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code 50AustinA for 50% off plus free shipping. You can't beat it. Also, thank you HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. And also, you know, if you have any kind of dates or anything you need to make somebody food for, this is actually really good too, because I actually have made Allie HelloFresh, and it makes me look like a really, really good master cook. So that's a plus as well. Just gonna say that right there. Wait, did I say date? No, I didn't. No, I didn't mean that. It's cool. Didn't mean that. Okay, so we are on our way real quick to go to JCPenney's to pick up Allie's necklace that I bought her in one of the previous vlogs. Because it broke when she was taking her shirt off. She accidentally pulled the necklace and it broke the chain. So it is back at JCPenney's to get fixed, and we're gonna pick it up. All right, hopefully they let me get it because I was the one who bought it, but Allie brought it in to get fixed. So I'm not sure if they're gonna let me or not. All right, guys, we have secured the bag. You know what? I got a little bit of a drive home, so to keep you guys occupied while I drive, I think I need to show you a little reason why my feelings for Allie are the way they are. So let's get it.
I'm just a little...
Okay, stop. Absolutely not.
Wait, what? What?
Okay.
Let's get it.
Yeah. This is Amy. Either of the...
Parents are behind us. I cannot do this. There's nothing.
Oh, sugar plum. Cutie pie. My little muffin. Pink peanut. Cute little ducky.
And I ain't waiting around forever, so that's all I'm saying. Get out of here.
Cold shoulder.
Get out of here.
Okay, fine, whatever. So we are
We are what? 'Cause
I
I don't know why we're here and why I'm talking to a skunk's tail.
Whoa, dude, his name is Fuzzy Bob. He's a nice guy.
This is weird. Austin just randomly says, I need to talk to you. And next thing you know, I'm carrying this thing and talking into like this cleaning, dusting device.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I know.
And I
know.
can't imagine what this
I
is
know.
all about.
It'll be over soon, I promise. It'll be over soon. But we're it still feels awkward for me to bring it up, if I'm honest.
Oh, this must not be about Allie.
Well, no, yeah, it is. It is. So we're here talking about how you felt when I came and asked you for permission to ask Allie to be my girlfriend.
Absolutely horrified.
You were horrified?
Absolutely. I still am.
Run me through it, because you never told me your emotions on it. So just
First of all, okay, imagine this. You have like this little baby born to you in the very beginning. And like, I know dads are attached in different ways. Like, I have an unusual attachment to my kids in like protection way. You know what I mean?
yes.
And just like a real just love for them and just like, you know. And so like you raise this girl up from, you know, she's like your pride and joy. You know, you protect her, you care for her. And like it's a reciprocal thing. We hang out, we have like an amazing relationship. And then this random guy comes in.
Hey, I wasn't a random dude. I'd been here for a second.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, comes in and they're like want to potentially start taking like, and I get people grow up, you know. I'm dealing with this whole process. I'm dealing with it. But now it's like every moment I got to worry about like for instance, when we were in Paris, I said like, okay, we were in Paris. Allie and Austin came with us to Paris, and
Yeah.
we were on this dinner boat, right? I'm just giving you a peek behind what I feel. We were on a dinner boat, and all of a sudden I decided to sneak away from dinner downstairs and go up on the deck because I wanted to see the view. And I'm all by myself, and all of a sudden, Austin just appears out of nowhere by himself. My heart drops. It like literally drops. I don't know what is
So
going
you're on edge
I'm on
all
edge
the time.
because I know he's kind of awkward, you know, because you never know when he's gonna bring something up, he gets like on kind of awkward, and he's like it's like he's trying to figure out how to bring it up in the moment.
Yep.
And so I'm like, oh heck no, there can't. And I'm thinking there's nothing to talk about here, so I don't even know what it would be. But anyways, I live like that. So anyways, one of the hardest things to do to me is like the idea of your daughters one day is like, and I get like it's a part of life, and we have an unusually great situation. You know what I mean? And I do understand that, but still. You'll see one day. You know what I mean?
I'm sure I will.
You'll see one day. And I think that I'm just a little not normal. I think I'm a little more like in my head about it than most people. So, yeah, it's not the easiest thing in the world. You know what I mean?
But you were okay with it. When I asked you, because I remember I came up to you and it was, I think it might have been either down at our kitchen table or something like that. But I came up to you and I was like, hey, I want to ask you a question. And you're like,
you guys don't know. This guy,
God.
like, let me go back to creation with this story. Because this guy, from the beginning days, I'm gonna get real on here.
All right, get real.
You guys, when I get on here, like, you don't even know what I'm talking about. I just like throw it out there. In the early days, I kind of sensed that he might like Allie, right? And so when this whole thing kind of like tried to conspire, and it was probably like we've been at this a while.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 23 and that was 20. So that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Potentially in the early days where I don't even know if Allie was into it at all, right?
She wasn't.
But he was like persistent and like, so he's very smart. That's one thing I'll say about Austin. He's super smart and strategic. You know, not in a not ungodly way. Just like in a like, okay, let me practically think about this. Like, what can I do? And this is just my side of the story. One of the early days when I was like, okay, he comes up to me, he's like, hey, Mr. Lance, do you want to start having devotions with me?
Bro, that was, okay, that was not a tactic. That was me like, hey, I want to get.
So that was his approach to me. And then he had his own thing going on with Kim. I was watching. I knew. I know the little things. He'd be giving Kim stuff. And he would naturally do that because he's just a nice person. But there's also this other thing in alignment. It's like, hey, I could kill two birds with one stone kind of deal. And so, but that was years ago. And so I watched, like, this thing has had a lot of in and outs, right? This has not been like, there's been nothing hidden. Like, these guys, what you see is what you get. It's been a long road. And Allie, oh my goodness. Like, he's been like the most patient, and just like you have to be so patient for Allie. Like, this has been a long road, and watching God move, like, because that's the only way that this would happen, 100%. And Miss Jeannie's prayers. Okay.
The Lord and my mom.
Because one thing you don't know about Austin's parents, if you don't, is that, man, they are prayer warriors, and when they pray, things move, shift. And they don't just pray their will. I know they pray God's will into existence. So in this situation, for the things to kind of like shape as they did, and for Allie's heart, I watched it change from like no, never. And not that you're a bad guy. It's just that I think you're friends. Like, it's just kind of awkward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've been friends
and like
for a
the
second.
shift in that, and watching that happen has definitely been God, and it's helped me kind of like, you know, because ultimately you just want what God wants, and so you just look, is He in this? You know, and like ultimately, I'm not the authority. I'm just like a protector and have to discern as a dad. Like, do I feel like this is God in it, and do my part to be sensitive? Because if I let my emotion into it and I try to stop something God wants to, you know, I'm on the hook for that too. So we really need to know what God wants. But that's been going on for a while, man. And watching it shift, and Allie's shift has been wild. So congrats on like the patience. And I sincerely mean that. Because, jeez, you guys got no idea. You guys got no idea.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Lance. It still is a little awkward bringing these things up, but it's a lot of fun. Thank you for giving me your permission.
For what?
To ask Allie to be my girlfriend.
Oh. You know what? If there's going to be somebody, I'd just rather be you. So that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Just kidding. No.
So we got it. We got his permission. And it was one of the things that were kind of stressing me out a little bit, because I knew he had really high standards for Allie. I knew he had, like, as any father would, he wanted to make sure his daughter was taken care of, that financially she'd be okay, that I'd treat her well. Even now, some of those things that he said, he never told me until literally just now. So that's a good thing. We're doing a good job. And so we end up here, back again, deciding whether or not we want to take a step further. And to be honest with you guys, I decided, yeah, I really did want to ask her to be my girlfriend. Because why not? We had been dating for a while, and I couldn't see this going any other way. I've had a lot of regrets in the past of not taking a chance when I felt like I should have. And so I am not making that mistake again. Because I know if I don't ask her, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. So here we go. I have to tell you about something incredible. So on September 29th through the 30th, Jaywalkers Worship is having their first ever conference, along with Maverick City Music, with Chandler Moore, Naomi, and speakers like Jenny Allen, and many more. It is going to be absolutely incredible. 2 nights packed with worship and connecting with other people in social media from all over the world. And the best part is the tickets just got lowered to $49 because the only heart is just to see everybody there worshiping under one roof. And along with that, we are doing something very special. We are going to be sponsoring the flights, hotel, and conference tickets to one winner and their friend. And the only thing you have to do to enter is follow Ali and I on Instagram. All the details are going to be down below. So I hope to see you at the conference. All right, now let's get back to it.